Really, health is a wealth. If a person is healthy, his organs will function normally, his mind will function normally, he will be efficient in doing normal work. So productivity increases, economic prosperity increases, and health increases the life duration. So we can understand health is really a wealth. The term health is used by everybody. People speak about the importance of health. So it is necessary to know the definition of the health. Absence of disease alone cannot be considered as a health. According to WHO, health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. The mindset, the mental status affects our endocrine system. The mindset affects our neural system and also immune system. So without mental well-being, physical well-being is impossible. According to WHO, health is a state of physical, mental, and social well-being. Social well-being is the adjustment with others, maintaining good interpersonal relationship, etc. Common human diseases are due to environmental factors, pollutions, etc. Common human diseases are also due to genetic anomalies. Some of the human diseases are due to genetic defects. Some of the human diseases are due to lifestyle changes. Lifestyle includes what do we eat, how do we eat, the rest, the sleep, etc. Some of the diseases are caused by living organisms. They are pathogens. Bacteria, viruses, fungi are pathogens. They are disease-causing organisms. If a disease is due to environmental factors, genetic anomalies, or lifestyle changes, such diseases do not spread from one person to another person. They are called as non-infectious diseases or non-communicable diseases. When a disease is due to pathogens like bacteria, viruses, fungi, these diseases spread from one person to another person. They are called as communicable diseases or infectious diseases. So in this video we are going to discuss about bacterial and viral diseases. Before that, let us learn some differences between communicable diseases and non-communicable diseases. Communicable diseases are caused by pathogens like viruses, bacteria, fungi, protozoan, helminth parasites. They are worms. So these pathogens are carried from infectious person to healthy individual by means of air, water, food, physical contact with the patient, and vectors. Mosquitoes like organisms are vectors. They carry disease-causing pathogens. Most of the communicable diseases caused by viruses, bacteria are curable, except the AIDS. AIDS may be a fatal disease. What is called as a fatal disease? When a disease leads to the death of an individual, that is fatal disease. Non-infectious diseases do not spread from one person to another person. Genetic disease, example cystic fibrosis. This disease produces more mucus, sticky mucus. It affects respiratory system and digestive system. It produces sticky mucus inside the respiratory tract and pancreas. It is a genetic disease. Vitamin deficiency, protein deficiency cause nutritional deficiency diseases. Degenerative diseases are arthritis, heart attack, stroke. When the body parts are not maintained properly, they undergo degeneration. When the joint undergoes degeneration, that will result in arthritis. Degeneration of bones in the joints, that results in pain in the joints. When the blood vessels undergo degeneration, when there is fat deposit inside the blood vessels, that will lead to heart attack and stroke. Among the various non-infectious diseases, the cancer is a fatal one. It leads to the death of many individuals. Bacteria are disease-causing organisms, but all the bacteria are not disease-causing organisms. Only a few bacteria are pathogens. These pathogenic bacteria produce toxins. The toxins affect the physiological activities of the body. These pathogenic bacteria are carried by air, water, or inhaling the droplets, aerosols. The sneezing or coughing droplets suspended in the air is called as aerosols. Sharing utensils and dressers with the patients also spread the bacterial diseases. See, in our book, many bacterial diseases are mentioned in the table, but in NCERT book, only 2 bacterial diseases are discussed in detail. Typhoid is a bacterial disease caused by Salmonella typhi. It is spread by contaminated water and food. Unhygienic food and water spreads Salmonella typhi from one individual to another individual. This disease affects small intestine. From the small intestine, the bacteria enters into the blood and cause fever, high fever, continuous fever, 39 degree to 40 degrees Celsius. This disease causes some other symptoms like weakness, stomach pain, constipation, headache, and loss of appetite. All the symptoms are stomach pain, constipation, headache, and loss of appetite are related to intestine or digestive system. When there is loss of appetite, one cannot eat proper food, so that will result in weakness. In severe cases, it leads to ulcer in the intestine and holes in the intestine. Typhoid fever can be confirmed by Widal tests. The second bacterial disease is pneumonia. Pneumonia is a lung disease. We have learned that inside the lungs, air sacs are present. Inside the air sacs, oxygen and carbon dioxide exchange takes place. The air sacs are called as alveoli. The alveoli are infected by Streptococcus pneumoniae. Streptococcus pneumoniae infects alveoli of lungs. The alveoli get filled with fluid, so it makes the respiration a problematic one, difficulty in breathing. Other symptoms of pneumonia are fever, chill, cough, headache, painful breathing, and blown sputum. The cough produces sputum. In severe cases, symptoms like lips, fingernails may turn grey to bluish in color. Tuberculosis is a disease. It affects respiratory system caused by Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Tetanus causes muscular spasm, that is tightening of muscles, stiffness of muscles in the face and jaw. It is caused by bacterium Clostridium tetani. The infection of tetanus takes place through wound. It causes tightening of muscles. Cholera is caused by Vibrio cholerae bacterium. It is carried by contaminated water and food. It affects the digestive system. The Vibrio cholerae produces toxin. The toxin leads to vomiting and diarrhea and causes severe weakness. Diphtheria is a bacterial disease. It affects the throat. It causes sore throat. Bubonic plague. Plague is caused by Yersinia pestis, a bacterium. It causes enlargement of lymph node. Bacterial resistance takes place when the bacteria resist the antibiotics. Antibiotics are chemicals used to treat infections. When the antibiotics are used more frequently, that will lead to bacterial resistance. The bacteria may develop resistance. If bacteria develop resistance, then treatment will be a difficult process. So it is advised that for mild infections, we have to leave our immune system to take the work instead of taking antibiotics. And we have follow the prescriptions of the doctors. When they give antibiotics for some particular days, we have to follow the prescriptions to prevent bacterial resistance. Viruses are smaller than bacteria. They are obligatory parasites. They live inside the living cells. Outside the living cells, they cannot live. In NCERT book, only one viral disease has been discussed. That is common cold. Common cold is caused by rhinovirus. This virus affects and multiplies inside the nose and throat, and it affects nose and respiratory passage. It does not affect the lungs. The symptoms are nasal congestion and discharges, sore throat, hoarseness, cough, headache, tiredness. It is spread by droplet infection. While sneezing and coughing, the droplets spread through the air and infect the healthy individual. The disease also spreads through pens, books, cups, doorknobs, computer keyboard, or mouse. When the diseases affect lungs, such diseases are pneumotropic diseases. When the infection develops symptoms in the lungs or respiratory system, that is pneumotrophic diseases. Influenza is a pneumotrophic disease. When infection appears on the skin, when symptoms appears on the skin, they are dermotrophic diseases. Infections appear on the skin in the case of dermotrophic diseases. Infection may appear on the skin or subcutaneous area, that is area below the skin, chickenpox and measles. When the symptoms appear on internal organs and blood, they are viscerotrophic diseases, example yellow fever and dengue fever. When the symptoms appear on nervous system, when the infection affects the nervous system and affect the activities of nervous system, such diseases are neurotropic diseases, example polio and rabies.